You're basically get on this planet. You're supposed to meet with some guy, and then kind of just walking through over here. What the hell? Yeah, why are you trying to launch it twice? Okay. That's like, so you're frozen. I kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of some science fiction-y stuff. Well, it kind of reminds me of Trigun, which also... Okay. Take it all. I blew that guy into pieces. I don't know what I'll be able to sell. Let's check out the perks. Okay, you can choose a perk with your perk points. You get a new perk to spend every 2 levels. Okay. Uh, okay. Tactical. Fast travel when encumbered. 50% XP from training kills. Maybe I should get more damage though. We'll go with health first. I always press that to run. I'm so used to pressing that with Fallout. Yeah, this game looks pretty nice. I like it. They're building little houses.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. I'm being vigilant. Don't want to get blindsided by some corpse-chewing marauder come stalking out the shadows.
Cool.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Okay. Wait, let me check something. Yeah. Maybe it wants me to turn that down. This is the Outer Worlds. I just got it on Epic Games. It was on sale. I figured I'd check it out. Uh, Hopefully it's not acting up too much. I'm gonna try turning down the bitrate just a little bit. So it's Obsidian, I believe. I think it's the guys who made Fallout New Vegas and Knights of the Old Republic 2. Yeah, I figured I'd check it out, see how it is. Let me know if it gets all crazy, because it's saying something about the encoder. So if it looks all like super messed up, it's not messed up at all on my end, so. Okay, so steal stuff. Okay. Yeah, I've been wondering about it too, so I figured I'd check it out. My Epic, for some reason my card wouldn't work on the Epic Game Store, and all of a sudden, like last week, it did. So I got this in Shenmue 3 on the computer. I need to buy this on console too, just to have a physical copy, but I don't know. I just wanted to check it out. Guess I'll head inside the town. Not much has happened though. I literally started a guy, and then yeah, Sky High. I should probably put my gun away. But I literally started a guy, and then this is the first town. I haven't done it, like nothing at all.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Sick house. A bunch of sick people.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. I don't know which company you work for, but if it's Spacer's choice, boss can still write you up for fraternizing with an incompetent worker. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
You obviously need help.
That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
What the fuck?
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Okay. Well, I guess I will leave those people and go find out who I have to kill to stop that from happening. Barbershop? Okay. Henry. You know what? I should go sell all this shit I have.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. Music to my ears.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill. Okay, cool. Well, I took charisma with my guy, so I guess it should be better. Okay, this is to buy. So let's sell here. Sell junk. Sell that. Ale, I don't need that. Sell that. Pre-sliced bread. This is a different gun than the gun I have. Ooh. Assault rifle, machine gun. I only have 119. Okay. I just figured I'd lighten my load from all that crap. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to the controls. Okay. I figure it wouldn't be good to dress like a raider. Here, let me move the chat. Now that I have it off Dragon Quest, it's kind of hard to see. So, there we go.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our...
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Something going on here? Should I go? Let me try Charmer first.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Let's see what's on tap.
Coming right up.
Dehydrated water. Water without the hydration or oxygen. Okay. So you just add water to it? I don't understand. I guess I'll get this. Jesus, 39? Fuck that. Shit's expensive. Let me talk to you.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
This reminds me of like what real life is leaning towards with like companies and stuff. It's actually, I guess it's nice to see in a game, but it's also like eerily like reminiscent of like how I see like they're gonna be like, oh, you know, you work for this company, you can't say this in public, you can't say that. It's like super weird stuff. Just feel like
Go
chatting.
ahead. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Most folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
Okay. Taste the freedom. Now with extra added artificial ingredients at no extra cost. God damn it, it's showing that it's overloaded again. Hold on. I guess let me check the. Sometimes I think it just says that. I think it partially has to do with my video card, but let me just make sure here. Oh, I can't make sure because there's a fucking ad on my own channel. Stupidity. No, it looks fine. But I don't know what it's talking about. I mean, I'm gonna leave it up just to see. So if it says that, I could see at the same time. Sorry.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna follow this to see what's going on. So far, this game's like pretty damn interesting.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I'm not gonna do that to them, asshole.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can help you with.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Totally looks like Les.
You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the
Looks
plant.
like Les
I am
Go
trusting you
Detective.
with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Kinda. Sure. I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Okay, yeah, I get it. The companions can help me.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
She's gonna be like, I don't want to be there.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures, he didn't exactly strike me as most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
She's so abused. And yes, that is abuse. I know companies don't see it that way, but you can abuse somebody through legal binding company ways. Which is very sickening to me. That they can do that to people. They can make people feel so stressed and isolated. And yet it's not considered abuse. Although I'd argue more people probably die or kill themselves because of such a thing than like regular pressure.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions?
The quickest way out of town?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never. I mean, I just want to. Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Maybe I'll get your book and sell it to someone else.
I can assure you, you won't find another willing to risk imprisonment to possess this book, nor anyone willing to pay the price I can offer.
Seems to me authorities would be interested to hear after this contraband text.
On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting on my behalf.
Okay.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
That part of the music sounds like that Tears for Fears songs. Or I think it's Mad World. I was listening to a remix of it earlier. All around me, a familiar face. Familiar places, worn out faces. I always mix that part up. Okay. This is some kind of nightmare world. I keep doing that. I keep doing that too, and I'm not sure what that does. Keep hitting on an accident. So
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
So game's very beautiful looking. I also like this company. All the games I've ever played is them doing other people's stuff. So I like them doing their own thing. I think that's really neat. Does have a bit of a Fallout vibe, but it's enough of a difference, like being on another planet, alien world, like that I can forgive it.
Something there.
Incoming!
Probably take my gun out.
That's the last of them.
Okay, so there's space baseball cards in this game. Trespassing, lockpicking, and hacking, and murder are all considered legal activities.
Oh, clever.
I got an axe. Impact hammer. Controls feel alright. They're a little, I don't know, they could be a little tighter, but it's it basically feels like a discount Fallout. I know that's probably looks like that too. Yeah, it's alright. I don't really like the fighting so much. I mean, I haven't done much of it, but it does feel like kind of clunky. Which, I mean, I know it's pretty clunky in Bethesda games, but I don't know. So I can't lock that. I can't open that. Honestly, I keep pressing the wrong button. So X brings your gun out. Y brings out your next weapon, but if you hold Y, you go to the weapon wheel. And you press A to select your weapon. And you have to hold X to put your weapon back. X also opens doors too, so that's a little jarring. B ducks. L1 does this charge thing, which I'm not sure. I think I only have so many of those. Kill this guy. It's not bad. Like, it doesn't feel great, but it's not bad. Like, it definitely doesn't take away from the game. So this is the community center. So this must have been part of town. It's like broken off, I guess. Evicted. Okay, so there's more.
Here we go.
I will say this. Oh, that must be like a health thing. Okay. I could definitely use some grenades right about now. Okay, so I was just wasting my health things earlier then. Let's get medieval on their asses. Ah, boy. Guess we'll load off wherever we stopped. Hopefully I don't have to skip a lot of dialogue. Oh, okay. It's right outside. That's nice of them at least. So, my proficiency is in guns. There's a lot of guys. Yeah. I wanna go in here though because I'm curious. So if she dies, if she's like permanently dead, there's definitely some game functions that I want to see here. Oh, why they're just turned around. Nope, she just gets back up. Okay. I was just curious. I don't know, it has a bit of a Borderlands-y feel, where it's like, I don't know. Which I ended up liking one of the games those Borderlands guys made afterwards. Maybe it's not too bad. I don't know if it's friendly or foe. But it's dead now. So I can't go through there? I gotta find a way in there. Okay. So let's see. Three. Yeah, I like that you get like a mix on there on the skills. It's kind of nice. It's like a couple each level. Feast your eyes on the great grilled mantiqueen, sovereign of her nest, imported from the wilds of Terra 1 to thrill and excite your imagination. Candids are found all over Emerald Vale in two distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral candids hunt in packs, while domesticated candids can be loyal companions. It's important to remember that a candid is still a wild animal and should be treated with caution. Okay. So this is just showing you some of the enemies in the game, I guess. And these are just fish. Saltuna is our highly profitable blood. Okay. I know, it's not bad. I definitely don't regret buying it. I think that it could be pretty long. Especially if I can go to other planets. So, I do have a spaceship. I am working on getting a part for the spaceship. I mean, I was in space when this started. Can't open that yet. Oh boy. That might be a better weapon. Keycard encoder in the lobby is back up and running. I'll call. It's got that old library machine text. LGR was using one of those. Basically, like they had those monitors that were hooked up to the network where you could like search inventory, so they had it to where you could like search books and stuff like that. It was like that orange text on the black screen. I mean, okay, I can't repair it though, because I don't have any repair stuff. Which one gives me more? So that's 9. It's 4. Actually, that one looks cooler. Since you mentioned your dad a lot, maybe your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Inhuman.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Gotcha.
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Gotcha. Okay, so those things just run around. Gotcha. Vending machines for a variety of items to purchase. Okay. Don't have that much money though. I seriously don't know what I need to grab and what I don't, so I'm just grabbing everything until I'm encumbered, I guess. That leads outside. What does this lead?
Here they come!
This is pretty big though. Hmm. Is it something I can sell then? Boom, boom, boom. I do not want to walk to the bank tomorrow, but it's unavoidable. Red noodles. Dun 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 dun. It's a Dragon Ball. Dun dun dun. I don't know why I keep picking up on different like little pieces of music today.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Okay.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
I'm guessing it's where that marker is.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Yeah, how do I kill that other guy?
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. you're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
Sure.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay, where do I do that at, though? Is the bigger question. Okay, cool. I didn't get stuck on that lady. There's a lot of stuff to it. I'm gonna go destroy this town. Full of its corporate bullshit. Viva la resistance. Alright.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Processing investigation.
I was like, how come no one's got over here and done this? I guess there's like killer droids everywhere. Still all your robot parts. Oh, I get it. It's like a... basically the same as Midgar.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Jesus. Oh, it's back there. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a flaw. Auto mechanicals now give you bullets. When they're attacking your party, you're not as effective as you should be. Ooh. We'll take it, I guess. Gives me another perk, so... and it would make sense. That would scare the shit out of me. So... there's no harm there. Okay.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Yo, how do I choose, though? I'm gonna save it. I want to make sure that I can choose the right thing.
Beginning.
Incoming! Pass that armor!
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
God damn it. Well, how do I stop it? Okay. So I should do that one, right? It hasn't asked me anything. Oh my god, this is... They should really have made this more clear. There's got to be a way to convert it. Let me open this door so that way I can get a little bit of cool air. I just want to make sure that I'm not doing the evil guy's plan, because I don't want to do the evil guy's plan. It's like Terminator.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Resist perform.
Incoming! Too strong! Anyone something else?
Maybe I can go up these stairs.
Hold it up. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Exactly. Okay, so she's just saying stuff. I don't think I made the choice yet.
Unexpected noise identified. System alert. Processing data.
I blinded both of them, I think. Oh no. The other one's crippled, so I can just wait. I thought he was crippled.
Sanitation and cleanup required.
Damn it. Oh, please tell me it's not the whole plant. No, but it's pretty close.
You're not real. You're not real.
I shouldn't have taken that thing to be scared of robots. I'm
Steam. You're liable to get scalded.
like kind of fucked now.
System sweeping the area.
Oh, I can like jump away. That's interesting. It's like a weird hoop. So it looks like it's been okay, so I'm just gonna close out of there, so.
Where'd it go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to him?
Halt. Performing an
Incoming!
Yeah. Actually, that works a lot better. Okay.
That's the last. I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Is it? So, I mean, I gotta figure out which way this is being redirected.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Glad you did. I like your.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
High likelihood of monitors restriction. Redirecting power is a irreversible process. Okay. Dialogue. By holding an attack button, you charge overhead power attack. I had to choose one of the people. I hope I chose right. Wait, why do I have to go back to read? I turned the power off. Okay, cool. I did convert it. Okay. I'm just making sure. There's too many of them. Why is there so many of them? I don't like that there's shocky stuff on the animals. I will say that. I think that's a little stupid. Oh wow, that thing must have been like a boss or something. It's pretty strong. Alright, let's go back. See if I piss that reed guy off.
We can handle this. Get past that armor!
Hey, I'm actually better with the pistol than I am with the shotgun. Oh, I just got an assault rifle though. Plasma rifle. There we go.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Does he work for an evil corporation?
You're right. I put the fate of our town in the hands of some feckless transient. This is my fault. And all Edgewater's paying for my mistake. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be. Stand up.
I love persuasion. Okay. So let's see. Health.
All of you. We're done here.
Yeah, just give up. It's worse than dying. Okay, cool. So that other person wants me to go over there. Pretty sure that's what it's saying. Or it's telling me to go back to my ship. Yeah, it's telling me to go back to my ship. Get off this dirt ball.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Well, now they're all gonna die. Unless they learn to work with the people that can actually plant things in the world. Oh damn, she jumped down too. Okay. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship. Working on a real engine. Belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Sure.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
What was the second time? Alright.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Yeah, I love how like the kitchen area and everything in this game. It reminds me of I can't think of the name of it now. I said it last time. Firefly. I'm gonna watch that again.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Yeah. Yes.
I received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Just like Knights of the Republic. Okay. Awesome. 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 Said she was on. Hold on. Okay. Passage to Monarch. Okay, it is Monarch.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
I'm going to fight my way. What you need?
You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, An unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd. Considering the origins of the transmission, I imagine you may have such an opportunity when we visit Monarch, Captain.
Cool. You do that. I have skill points. Okay. I'm gonna need to turn my leadership up on the next go around. No, I need to where's the quarters? Where's my
Just
quarters?
to warn you, we may have a bedbug infestation. I am investigating non-toxic extermination measures. Non-toxic to you, I mean.
Great. Holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to areas provided you have there. Interesting. Some Chinese checkers, like some other stuff. Yeah, this actually reminds me more of Knights of the Old Republic than it does of Fallout in some ways. Aesthetically, it reminds me of Fallout, but in terms of what I'm doing, it reminds me of Knights of the Old Republic. So I love me some Knights of the Republic.
I don't think I like this place one little bit.
Relax. We just have to be here for a couple minutes. I'm already starting to talk like a captain. Yeah, that's pretty shady though. Alright guys. I'm gonna save it there. I don't know if I'm gonna do everything on stream. I might could jump back and forth with this game. Because it might be one I play. I don't know. A lot of the games I've been playing, I'm playing on stream, so. But, thanks so much, guys. I'm gonna get some sleep because I gotta walk to the bank tomorrow, but maybe I'll stream during the day or something. I don't know. But, take it easy.